It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Is it really? Okay, are you gonna... Applicator, scanner, tweezers... I kind of don't believe you with the kind of people that you've hired here. That's the thing.
It's stuck.
Good to
Any way I
see
can...
Key. No way to pick this.
How do I... Where do I... Excuse me. How do I get to my son? Alright, I guess I'm going back down. And I do have this frickin' quest selected, don't I? I don't. And there was the other thing I had to do really quickly. Fire sport. There was the one I had to help with... What's his face? The guy who left the Institute. I forget what that was. Let me see. Doesn't tell me. Awesome. Well, and actually, what the frick was that about my workshops? Oh, yeah, none of them had defense. Yeah, that's the thing. I'll worry about that some other time. I don't honestly care. So where am I supposed to be going? I'm super confused. I think that was the way... Okay, where, honestly, am I supposed to go? I'm super confused. This is the only way I can go. But it's so pretty in here. Can I just stay here? Okay, that's a bad thing to say. For all we've been through, it's probably not the best thing to say. It's really nice, though. Oh my god, trifold American flag. What does that do in here? Glass vaulted vase.
Only opens with a
Is
key.
great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Hey there.
Great.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
Okay, that's nice. Now can I get out of here? I'm super confused. So, there's got to be a way through here. Or did the game glitch or something? Something's happened. I'm really at a loss. Wait. Oh, there we go.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean. It's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes. It's me. Your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Good to see you.
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating,
What?
but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional.
Sure.
Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I just, ugh.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity, but I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am Your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
It wasn't right, what they did.
I don't know if I
Taking
believe
from
that.
me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
He was a murderer. He killed your mother.
Believe me, I am well aware of the atrocities Kellogg committed. I suspect there are many more we'll never know of. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place. Although I think maybe it always was. It's just a bit more honest about it now. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I still don't know if I buy any of this.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They need your help, Sean. It's rough up there, to say the least.
Oh, we've tried that. Surprised? The Institute once tried to help create a stabilized Commonwealth government. It ended in bickering, infighting. It was a disaster. No. We look after our own now. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me...
Man, he is just going to keep pushing, isn't he?
A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
See, there's the thing. There's him, and there's all those people above ground. And yes, even if I'm supposed to believe it, that's my son, but...
This really is a matter of importance.
It's not
I'm
my
sorry.
son.
I can't do that.
I'm sorry to hear that. I had certainly hoped we could work together. But every man must make his own decisions. If you choose to leave, I cannot force you to stay. Understand, though, that I cannot allow you to remain within the Institute. You may have safe passage back to the relay, where you will be sent back to the surface. But from that point, you must be considered hostile. I am sorry.
Oh.
I must think first of the safety of the Institute. And in the
Oh.
cruel world that has developed, those who are not with us are against us. The elevator will return you to the relay.
Well, I will do that, but I've got some exploring to do real quick. So, before we do that, I actually do need to end this episode. Gosh dang it. I do need to end this episode. Okay, so let me see. I got a few things I can do. There was a few things I also needed to do to help out What's-His-Face. I'm gonna steal some stuff and look around and all that. All right, but ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna be it for this episode of Let's Play. Let's Play Fallout 4. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.